What's going on, everybody? Josh Engleman here for Stokastic.com, back again with the NBA DFS contenders on DraftKings for Tuesday, January 17th. Now be sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you know when everything goes live. Follow me on Twitter, @Josh Engleman. Let me know in the comments section. I want your favorite plays, your least favorite plays, and if you have any questions for today's slate, be sure to hit me up. Finally, we're talking BetMGM here. They are the sponsor of this video. Click the link in the description. You can get 2 free months of Stokastic Plus Platinum, along with up to $1,000 in bonus bets, so long as you use the link that I'm showing you in the description of this video. It's right down here. Go check it out, guys. Now, we're rounding out the bottom of my top 10 with Yuta Watanabe, Nick Claxton, Seth Curry, Trey Jones, and Kyrie Irving on the outside looking in. Who will be my favorites? My top 5 plays for today? It's time to find out. First up at number 5, we've got Michael Porter Jr. Now, he's small forward eligible only, but he's 5,400, projected for 29. The goal's just 31. He's in the optimal lineup 23% of the time. He's playing 29 minutes-ish a game. You know, maybe you get to 30 or 31. He's around a fantasy point per minute guy. 22% usage, 16 points, 6 boards, an assist, and maybe a stock. It's a slight pace down spot against Portland, but Denver is pretty sizable favorites here. I just kind of like the price for MPJ, and I think it's just telling where the value exists for today's slate, that a small forward only guy is just popping up in the number 5 spot. I like the flexibility here for Porter. I wish that he had the MPE. Like, he should be small forward, power forward. It makes no sense that he's not. But even for right now, at 5,400, that price tag just works for today's slate. At number 4, we're paying down for Joe Harris. He's a shooting guard small forward, $4,200 option, so you get guard forward and utility. Projected for 22, the goal's 25. He's in the optimal lineup 24% of the time. 28 minutes here for Harris seems to be what he's done over the past 2 games with no KD. He's like a 0.75-ish fantasy point per minute guy. At some point in time, I expect him to make a shot again. 18% usage, 12 points, 4 boards, 2 assists, and a stock, but a massive pace up spot here against San Antonio. You get about as good of a matchup as you could really hope for here. They're 6-point favorites. I love the flexibility. It's not going to be fun rostering Joe Harris, but if he gets you 25, 30 fantasy points, he's going to be a part of a winning lineup. Another net showing up here in the top 10. It's Royce O'Neal, shooting guard eligible, 5,500, projected for 29. The goal is 31.5. He's in the optimal lineup 25% of the time. 35 minutes here for O'Neal. You know what his minutes are going to look like. He's just playing big minutes no matter who's in. 0.8 fantasy points per minute. He gets a little, incrementally better with no KD. And you get the benefit of the San Antonio matchup. There's going to be a couple things that look great for the Nets by the time everything's said and done. It just so happens that it's kind of like everybody that plays 20-plus minutes. 15% usage for O'Neal, 11 points, 6.5 boards, 4 assists, and almost 2 stocks. Whether it's O'Neal, Harris, Irving, Curry, Claxton, Watanabe, we are inundated with Nets options. But in all actuality, the most expected outcome here is 2 guys in the optimal lineup. So you see, there's not a lot of difference between 25% and 20% to Watanabe. Sifting through and getting the correct combinations of Nets is going to be key for tonight. To Milwaukee we go at number 2 for Jrue Holiday. He's point guard eligible, 8K, projected for 41. The goal is 44. He's in the optimal lineup 25% of the time. This one's tricky. They're on a back-to-back. I don't even know if he's playing. We have no idea if Giannis is playing. He hasn't played the past 3 games. It's possible that Chris Middleton is back. He hasn't played in ages. But for right now, assuming Giannis is in and Middleton is out, 1.2 fantasy points per minute for Jrue Holiday, 19 points, 7 assists, 5.5 boards, and almost 2 stocks. It isn't the best matchup against Toronto. It is paced down pretty considerably. But Jrue Holiday's just not priced correctly if this game goes off the way that I think that it's going to go off. Now, if we still don't have Giannis again today, Jrue Holiday's probably in the number 1 spot. He gets a massive usage bump with no Giannis out there. If Chris Middleton happens to be in with Giannis, you probably see Jrue come down a couple notches. But even still, 8K, that price tag is going to work no matter what on a 4-game slate. Now, before we get to that number 1 contender, one last reminder, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you know when everything goes live. You got to follow me on Twitter. I need you guys in the comments section. Hit me up with any questions you may have. And then this offer is going away soon. Take advantage. BetMGM link in the description. 2 free months of Stokastic Plus Platinum. My number one contender for today, Poeltl, Jakob Poeltl, center eligible, 6,200, projected for 36.5. The goal is 35, and he's in the optimal lineup 27% of the time. It's an incredible matchup here against Brooklyn, other than the fact that it is slightly paced down. But it's in San Antonio, and it should be competitive. And I think in a competitive matchup, we're getting 27 minutes out of Poeltl. But you could get upwards of 30 if things are breaking right. Now, he's going to be like a 1.35 fantasy point per minute guy in this spot. He gets real usage, 19% when no Devin Vassell around, 12.5 points, 11.5 rebounds, 3 assists. He becomes a bit of an offensive hub, 2 stocks. What's not to like here for Jakob Poeltl? He's just not priced correctly. We're talking about a well over a fantasy point per minute guy. I love the opportunity here against Brooklyn. All signs to me point to Jakob Poeltl today. And I also want to get to the guy that he's up against here in Nick Claxton. Either one of those guys look fine in the center spot. I'm going to be using a lot of centers from this game in particular, but nobody looks better than Jakob Poeltl. Alrighty, folks, that will do it. Those are my NBA DFS contenders on DraftKings for Tuesday, January 17th. FanDuel version, it's around here somewhere, so go check it out. Good luck tonight, everybody. Win some money. We are back again tomorrow morning for another edition of the Contenders.